SmackDown was absolutely electric this week, and the energy wasn't just limited to what happened in the ring. The real story unfolded both in front of the cameras and behind the scenes, where emotions are running high and long-standing alliances are being tested like never before. The WWE Universe witnessed a roller coaster of chaos, loyalty, betrayal, and family ties pushed to the breaking point as the tension within the bloodline continues to rise to dangerous new levels. As the show progressed, fans were stunned when Jacob Fatu found himself trapped in a relentless and unprovoked 2-on-1 beatdown. Solo Sikoa and his dangerous new partner, JC Mateo, launched a brutal assault on Fatu in the middle of the ring. With each devastating blow, it looked like Fatu's fate was sealed. Solo's aggression was unchecked, and JC Mateo's attacks only added to the damage. The crowd watched in horror as the 2-on-1 attack unfolded, chanting for help that didn't seem to be coming. But just when things seemed at their worst, when Jacob Fatu looked like he might not even be able to stand again, Jimmy Uso suddenly burst down the ramp and charged into the ring with purpose. The arena exploded with energy as Jimmy delivered a picture-perfect superkick that flattened JC Mateo instantly, shocking the crowd and even Solo himself. With Mateo out of commission, Jimmy turned to face Solo, forcing him to retreat from the ring in frustration. The message was loud and clear. Jimmy Uso was not about to let Jacob Fatu be taken down like that. Not on his watch. The crowd roared with appreciation for Jimmy's surprise intervention, and the unexpected alliance between him and Fatu ignited a new spark in the ongoing bloodline saga. Moments later, in the backstage area, the drama continued. Jacob Fatu, still sweating and bruised from the earlier attack, found Jimmy Uso and didn't waste any time expressing his gratitude. Looking him straight in the eyes, Fatu said with deep sincerity, "I owe you for that. You came through for me when no one else would. You had my back, and I won't forget that." Jimmy, still breathing heavily from the action, gave a small but meaningful nod. He looked back at Fatu and replied, "That's what family's supposed to do, even when everything else gets messy. Even when the lines get blurry, we still look out for each other." It was a moment that hit hard with fans watching backstage footage, reminding everyone of how deeply personal these rivalries are becoming. However, anyone thinking this chapter is closed would be mistaken. Solo Sikoa isn't going to back down after what just happened. With JC Mateo now firmly aligned with him, Solo is more dangerous and motivated than ever. Tonight may have been a small victory for Jimmy and Fatu, but the war for control, respect, and legacy within the bloodline has only just begun. The shifting loyalties, unresolved grudges, and the growing list of betrayals make it clear that this story is far from over. As SmackDown continues to evolve each week, the intensity is only rising, and what started as a family alliance has transformed into a bitter, complex power struggle. The WWE Universe will be watching closely to see who stands tall when the dust finally settles. So make sure you don't miss a second of what's coming next. There are more surprises, showdowns, and shocking moments on the way. Subscribe now, stay tuned for exclusive backstage breakdowns, and prepare for even more twists as WWE SmackDown continues to heat up beyond anything we've seen before. SmackDown delivered another explosive episode this week, igniting intense emotions and stirring up chaos behind the scenes as alliances continue to shift and family lines are tested like never before. The atmosphere backstage is thick with tension, and what unfolded inside the ring only added fuel to the fire. During a high-stakes moment in the show, Jacob Fatu was caught in a vicious 2-on-1 ambush, facing a relentless assault from Solo Sikoa and his new ally, JC Mateo. The attack was merciless and seemed to signal the end for Fatu, until an unexpected savior made his way to the ring. Out of nowhere, Jimmy Uso charged in, unleashing a powerful superkick that dropped JC Mateo instantly and forcing Solo to retreat in shock. The crowd erupted with energy and disbelief as Jimmy stood tall, proving he wouldn't allow Jacob Fatu to be left defenseless. Following that chaotic scene in the ring, the tension carried backstage, where Jacob Fatu caught up with Jimmy Uso, who was still catching his breath from the dramatic showdown. Looking him directly in the eye, Fatu expressed his gratitude, saying, "I owe you one. You stood by me when I needed it most." Jimmy responded with a calm but meaningful nod and said, "That's what family does, even when everything else gets complicated." Despite the moment of solidarity between Jimmy and Fatu, things are far from resolved. Solo Sikoa remains determined, and with JC Mateo at his side, this internal battle within the bloodline is only escalating. Tonight may have ended in favor of Jimmy and Fatu, but the larger war between them and Solo's faction is just beginning. The lines of loyalty continue to blur, and with every episode, the stakes grow higher. Stay locked in for more exclusive updates from behind the curtain at WWE SmackDown. The drama isn't over, it's only just getting started. Be sure to like, share, and subscribe so you don't miss a single twist in this evolving family feud. SmackDown this week was nothing short of explosive, delivering an emotionally charged episode that shook the foundation of WWE and intensified the ongoing saga within one of the most complex and volatile factions in wrestling history, the Bloodline. What began as a night of anticipation quickly turned into an unforgettable event filled with betrayal, loyalty, chaos, and a powerful reminder that in WWE, family bonds can be both a source of strength and destruction. The crowd inside the arena was electric from the start, but things took a dramatic turn when Jacob Fatu, one of the most dominant and physically imposing superstars on the roster, was suddenly ambushed in the ring. Fatu, known for his raw power and fierce fighting spirit, was in no way prepared for what unfolded next. The beatdown was swift, violent, and unrelenting. Solo and JC unleashed punch after punch, slam after slam, leaving Fatu barely able to defend himself. The WWE Universe watched in disbelief as one of their favorites was taken apart before their eyes. It wasn't just a physical attack, it was a message. Solo Sikoa was making it clear that there are no more lines he won't cross, no more bonds he won't break, and no more family ties that will hold him back. JC Mateo, now officially riding shotgun with Solo, proved he was ready to play by those same ruthless rules. Just when it seemed like Fatu would be left broken and humiliated in the middle of the ring, salvation arrived in the most unexpected way. Jimmy Uso, another Bloodline veteran whose loyalties have been. That single act of defiance against Solo turned the tide, not just in the match, but in the ongoing battle within the Bloodline. The WWE Universe roared with approval, fully aware they had just witnessed a pivotal moment in a story that keeps evolving in the most unpredictable ways. Backstage, the atmosphere was equally intense. Not long after the match, cameras captured an emotionally charged moment between Jacob Fatu and Jimmy Uso. Fatu, still breathing heavily, sweat dripping down his face, approached Jimmy. Without hesitation, he said, "Jimmy," still feeling the adrenaline from what had